Hello my friends, what is good? What's great? Well, it's a beautiful summer day here. We're still in lockdown. I feel like I'm going to be saying that for many a week still. And yeah, we're here filming. I'm very sorry that I missed a Sunday. That was not in my plan. I will do better. How are you guys? I hope wherever you are, you're coping and maybe even thriving. So, we are up to Act 3, Scene 2 of The Merchant of Venice. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Enter Bassanio, Portia, Gratiano, Nerissa, and all their train. Portia, I pray you tarry. Pause a day or two before you hazard. For in choosing wrong, I lose your company. Therefore forbear a while. There's something tells me, but it is not love, I would not lose you. And you know yourself, hate counsels not in such equality. But lest you should not understand me well, and yet a maiden hath no tongue but thought, I would detain you here some month or two before you venture for me. I could teach you how to choose right, but then I am forsworn. So will I never be. So may you miss me. But if you do, you'll make me wish a sin that I had been forsworn. Beshrew your eyes, they have o'erlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, the other half yours. Mine own, I would say, but if mine, then yours, and so all yours. Oh, these naughty times put bars between the owners and their rights. And so, though yours, not yours, prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it, not I. I speak too long. But 'tis to pease the time, to eke it, and to draw it out in length to stay you from election. Bassanio, let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack. Portia, upon the rack, Bassanio? Then confess what treason there is mingled with your love, Bassanio. None but that ugly treason of mistrust, which makes me fear the enjoying of my love. There may as well be amity and league tween snow and fire as treason and my love, Portia. Aye, but I fear you speak upon the rack, where men enforced do speak anything, Bassanio. Promise me life and I'll confess the truth. Portia, well then confess and live, Bassanio. Confess and love had been the very sum of my confession. Oh, happy torment, when my torturer doth teach me answers for deliverance. But let me to my fortune and the caskets, Portia. Away then. I am locked in one of them. If you do love me, you will find me out. Nerissa and the rest, stand all aloof. Let music sound while he doth make his choice. Then, if he lose, he makes a swan-like end, fading in music. That the comparison may stand more proper, my eye shall be the stream and watery deathbed for him. He may win. And what is music then? Then music is even as the flourish when true subjects bow to a new crowned monarch. Such it is as are those dulcet sounds in break of day that creep into the dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. Oh, now he goes, with no less presence, but with much more love than young Alcides, when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy to the sea monster. I stand for sacrifice. The rest aloof are the Dardanian wives with bleared visages, come forth to view the issue of the exploit. Go, Hercules! Live thou, I live. With much much more dismay I view the fight than thou that makest the fray. Hear music, a song, the whilst Bassanio comments on the caskets to himself. Tell me where is fancy bred, or in the heart, or in the head, how begot, how nourished? Reply, reply. It is engendered in the eyes, with gazing fed, and fancy dies in the cradle where it lies. Let us all ring fancy's knell. I'll begin, ding dong bell. Or ding dong bell. Bassanio. So may the outward shows be least themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament. In law, what plea so tainted and corrupt, but, being seasoned with a gracious voice, obscures the show of evil? In religion, what damned error, but some sober brow will bless it and approve it with a text, hiding the grossness with fair ornament? There is no vice so simple but assumes some mark of virtue on his outward parts. How many cowards whose hearts are all as false as stairs of sand, wear yet upon their chins the beards of Hercules and frowning Mars, who, inward searched, have livers white as milk. And these assume but valor's excrement to render them redoubted. Look on beauty, and you shall see 'tis purchased by the weight, which therein works a miracle in nature, making them lightest that wear most of it. So are those crisped, snaky, golden locks, which make such wanton gambols with the wind upon supposed fairness, often known to be the dowry of a second head, the skull that bred them in the sepulchre. Thus ornament is but the guiled shore to a most dangerous sea, the beauteous scarf veiling an Indian beauty, in a word, the seeming truth which cunning times put on to entrap the wisest. Therefore, thou gaudy gold, hard food for Midas, I will none of thee, nor none of thee, thou stale and common drudge 'tween man and man. But thou meagre lead, which rather threatenest than dost promise aught, thy paleness moves me more than eloquence, and here choose I. Joy be the consequence. Portia aside. How all the other passions fleet to air, as doubtful thoughts and rash embraced despair, and shuddering fear, and green-eyed jealousy. Oh, love, be moderate. Allay thy ecstasy. In measure reign thy joy. Scant this excess. I feel too much thy blessing. Make it less. For fear I surfeit, Bassanio. What find I here? Opening the leaden casket. Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Move these eyes? Or whether, riding on the balls of mine, seem they in motion? Oh, here are severed lips parted with sugar breath. So sweet a bar should sunder such sweet friends. Here in her hairs the painter plays the spider, and hath woven a golden mesh to entrap the hearts of men faster than gnats in cobwebs. But her eyes, how could he see to do them? Having made one, methinks it should have power to steal both his and leave itself unfinished. Yet look How far the substance of my praise doth wrong this shadow in underprizing it. So far this shadow doth limp behind the substance. Here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. You that choose not by the view, chance as fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll. Fair lady, by your leave, kissing her. I come by note to give and to receive, like one of two contending in a prize, that thinks he hath done well in people's eyes, hearing applause and universal shout, giddy in spirit, still gazing in a doubt whether those peals of praise be his or no. So, thrice fair lady, stand I even so, as doubtful whether what I see be true, until confirmed, signed, ratified by you. Portia. You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. Though for myself alone I would not be ambitious in my wish, to wish myself much better, yet for you I would be trebled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, that only to stand high in your account I might in virtues, beauty, livings, friends, exceed account. But the full sum of me is sum of nothing, which to term in gross is an unseasoned girl, unschooled, unpractised. Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn. Happier than this, she is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours, to be directed as from her lord, her governor, her king, myself, and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. But now I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen o'er myself. And even now, but now, this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my lord. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose or give away. Let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you. Bassanio. Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins, and there is such confusion in my powers, as after some oration fairly spoke by a beloved prince, there doth appear among the buzzing, pleased multitude, where every something, being blent together, turns to a wild of nothing, save of joy, expressed and not expressed. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. Oh, then be bold to say Bassanio's dead. Tell me, where is fancy bred, or in the heart, or in the head? How begot? How nourished? Reply, reply. It is engendered in the eyes, with gazing fed, and fancy dies in the cradle where it lies. Let us all ring fancy's knell. I'll begin. Ding dong bell, all. Ding dong bell.